Alright, Bible chapter 10 talks about the revolt against Rehoboam. Rehoboam went to Shechem, for all Israel had come to Shechem to make him king. And as soon as Jeroboam the son of Nebat heard of it, for he was in Egypt, where he had fled from King Solomon, then Jeroboam returned from Egypt, and they sent and called him. And Jeroboam and all Israel came and said to Rehoboam, Your father made our yoke heavy. Now therefore lighten the hard service of your father and his heavy yoke on us, and we will serve you. He said to them, Come to me again in 3 days. The people went away. And King Rehoboam took counsel with the old man who had stood before Solomon his father while he was yet alive, saying, How do you advise me to answer this people? And they said to him, If you will be good to this people and please them and speak good words to them, then they will be your servants forever. But he abandoned the counsel that the old man gave him and took counsel with the young man who had grown up with him and stood before him. And he said to them, What do you advise that we answer this people who have said to me, Lighten the yoke that your father has put on us? And the young men who had grown up with him had said to him, Thus shall you speak to the people who said to you, Your father made our yoke heavy, but you lightened it for us. Thus shall you say to them, My little finger is thicker than my father's thighs. And now, whereas my father laid on you a heavy yoke, I will add to your yoke. My father disciplined you with whips, but I will discipline you with scorpions. Wow, it's pretty intense. So Jeroboam and all people came to Rehoboam the third day, as the king said, Come to me again the third day. And the king answered them harshly, and forsaking the counsel of the old men, King Rehoboam spoke to them according to the counsel of the young men, saying, My father made your yoke heavy, but I will add to it. My father disciplined you with whips, but I will discipline you with scorpions. So the king did not listen to people, for it was a turn of affairs brought about by God, that the Lord might fulfill his word. So God predestined it to happen, pretty much. Which he spoke by Ahijah the Shilonite to Jeroboam the son of Nebat, so that his prophecy could of course come true. And when all Israel saw that the king did not listen to them, the people answered the king, What portion have we in David? We have no inheritance in the son of Jesse. Each of you to your tents, O Israel. Look now to your own house, David. So all Israel went to their tents, but Rehoboam reigned over the people of Israel who lived in the cities of Judah. And King Rehoboam sent Hadoram, who was taskmaster over the forced labor, and the people of Israel stoned him to death with stones. And King Rehoboam quickly mounted his chariots to flee to Jerusalem. So Israel had been in rebellion against the house of David to this day. So that's chapter 10 about basically the revolt against Rehoboam. And Rehoboam pretty much, was trying to turn Israel, it was trying to turn Israel, what it sounds like, back from God. And Israel was not going to put up with it. And they pretty much just stoned one of its, killed one of the servants. The kingdom divides. 931 BC. When Solomon's son Rehoboam arrived at Shechem for his coronation after his father's death, he refused to lighten his father's heavy tax burden on the people in the 10 northern tribes revolted and set up Jeroboam as their king. The northern kingdom would now be known as Israel, and the southern kingdom as Judah. 5 years later, Shishak, also called Shishag, king of Egypt, invaded Judah and Israel and captured a number of towns. Rehoboam avoided Jerusalem's destruction by paying off Shishak and with many of the treasures Solomon had placed in the temple. Now here's a map. You have Syria, Israel, Ammon, Moab, Edom, Judah, Philistia. The calf idol set up by Jeroboam, which is in pretty much where Lebanon's at today. And then he also had one set up just west of the Jordan River in Israel, of course. The towns attacked by Shishak, according to the Egyptian records, were all across Israel, pretty much, because Egypt had invaded Israel and took several towns because of the rebellion. Anyway, that's chapter 10. Here's the map of that real quick. I'll show you. Of course, you see the little two rights point to the right there. That's the calf idols, and you see the other one down on the bottom where it says Israel. And of course, if you look real closer, you can see all the towns, the little red dots. That's towns that that's towns that Egypt had captured when they invaded Israel. Anyway, that's chapter 10. I'll be right with chapter 11 here shortly.